And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in the stream here. Special live stream once again tonight on the channel covering the College World Series as these two teams match up once again for the fifth time this season between LSU and Tennessee in a single game elimination matchup to continue to play in the College World Series. Winner of this matchup will take on the Wake Forest tomorrow night. The loser of this matchup will play their final game this season, as this is a single game elimination matchup with two teams from the SEC. Three teams remaining in the bracket from the SEC, but only two teams will remain after the conclusion of tonight's game. Both of these teams played each other on Saturday night. LSU won 6-3, the final score over Tennessee, and these two teams have had recent history. LSU 3-1 in the four all-time regular season meetings this season. LSU winning at home 5-4, 6-4 back on March the 30th and the 31st. Tennessee won on April the 1st, 14-7 at LSU, and then LSU winning on Saturday in the first game of the College World Series 6-3. What's good, Mario? Welcome in. Unfortunately, no Mr. Tops. I think right now he's still sleeping or so didn't bring Mr. Tops for this one right now. Hey, what's good? Chicago Bulls 123. Welcome to stream, man. LSU record of 49-16. Tennessee record of 44-21 as we'll have first pitch coming up in about 4 minutes from now. Wild game yesterday. LSU led throughout most of that game against Wake Forest. They led through the first 6 innings. All the way to the bottom of the 6th inning, and then Wake Forest able to strike through for 2 runs, tied up the score at 2, and then Wake Forest, bottom of the 8th inning, scored a game-winning run to win last night 3-2. Tennessee had a win against Stanford to get here. That game they won yesterday 6-4 in the elimination, so after today there'll be 4 teams remaining. Yesterday we had 6 teams remaining, and then 2 more teams getting eliminated today. Upper half of the bracket, TCU beat Oral Roberts, the Cinderella team. So Oral Roberts no longer in the College World Series. It's going to be TCU against Florida, and then the winner of this game will take on Wake Forest. So yeah, welcome in everybody being a part here once again. Glad to have you back in the stream, Vegas. Once again, man, and hopefully a good one tonight. Should be a great game. Both of these teams, both from the same conference, know a lot about each other. And here we go, and these two teams about to face off against each other a couple minutes from now. LSU 6-1 in the NCAA tournament. They won their first 6 games in a row until yesterday. The loss against Wake Forest. Tennessee 6-2 in the NCAA tournament. Their losses coming against LSU when they played each other in the first game of the College World Series on Saturday. And then they also lost the first game of the Super Regionals in the best of 3 against Southern Miss. They came back and they won Game 2 and Game 3 against Southern Miss. Yeah, so I saw their record was really good. They had like over 50 victories this year for Oral Roberts. So yeah, Cinderella team. I don't follow what their conference does for college baseball, but I'm assuming it's just like college basketball once again, where their conference it has to be like a single bid, auto bid conference. What they have from the Summit League, comparing to like other D1 schools for baseball, it's just completely out of this world. This SEC is stacked this year. I saw that they had 8 teams that had 40-plus victories. Like, they play a bunch more games for the D1 level than, like, the other divisions for baseball, but that's just phenomenal that they had that many teams rack up 40-plus wins throughout the course of the season. So LSU looking for that rematch against Wake Forest tomorrow. Gonna have to break through offensively in this matchup here. Tennessee's got a pretty good bullpen for Tennessee, but their struggle, I was looking at their batting average. They really struggle with their on-base percentage for Tennessee. They're led by their pitching and their defense, so most likely looking at this one as a close game today, like a low-scoring game. Yesterday's game flew by, especially like the first 6 innings from yesterday. I heard Dylan Cruz, the leadoff batter for LSU, he's projected as the top pick for Major League Baseball in the draft. So he is the leadoff batter for LSU, will lead things off. Came into the game yesterday batting .433 for his batting average at a whopping .573 on base percentage. Though yesterday he did struggle, so that batting average dropped down to .427. Looks like Drew Beam is going to get the start for Tennessee. 9-4 record, 3.78 earned run average, 78 2/3 innings pitched, 79 strikeouts, 21 walks this season by Drew Beam. Beam ranking number 2 on the team this season in innings pitched behind Chase Dolander, who's thrown 89 innings this season. So LSU digs in. Those are sweet jerseys they got today for the LSU Tigers. The yellow jerseys with a white numbers, white letters, purple outline for this matchup. First pitch taken in the fastball for a called strike 1, delivered by Tennessee. So Dylan Cruz, 3rd in the nation in Division I in batting average with a .427 batting average, digs in. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball. Cruz takes it inside for ball 1. Yesterday, the home plate umpire, he really stretched out the zone. That looked like a squeeze in the second pitch of the game there by the home plate umpire. So, telling that this game could last longer if the home plate umpire is squeezing the Tennessee pitcher. Breaking ball again, that misses inside. Count out 2-1. Aren't bad spots to pitch the ball, though. Back-to-back misses in the zone, but pretty close there on the mound for Drew Beam for Tennessee. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That was out of the zone. High it outside, but Cruz offered for it, and the count now 2-2 as he whiffed at the fastball. This will be the 5th pitch of the game now for Tennessee. Tennessee, the home team today for this matchup, batting second. LSU batting as the road team for this game. This is on neutral field out in Omaha, Nebraska, home of the Creighton Blue Jays, as that fastball misses down. The count now full. Here's the 3-2 pitch for Tennessee. Ball gets swung on, pop fly, right side, foul. Dylan Cruz working this batting count up now to 6 pitches so far. On a full count, looking to get on board. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Missing the zone, high and outside. That's ball 4. That's a well-earned walk there for Dylan Cruz to lead off the inning for LSU. 7-pitch walk. That's patience right there at its finest at the plate. That's what was key yesterday, early on in the game, able to show patience. At one point, the pitcher for Wake Forest, who was the starter, he had 5 strikeouts to 4 walks yesterday before he started to get command of his breaking ball later on in the game. First pitch in the fastball, taken outside edge of the plate for strike 1. Tommy White now the batter, 98 RBIs this season. That's number 2 in Division I collegiate baseball this year. You got speed on first base with Dylan Cruz right now, the base runner. Oh, what a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Breaking ball down and away. Great break on that breaking ball right there by Drew Beam, the pitcher. Beam ahead in the count now, 0-2. 0-2 pitch to White, missing high. The throw down back to first, tag apply, but he's safe. Yeah, that was a good pitch out right there by Tennessee. Just a little late on the tag applied by the first baseman. I thought they should have had him right there. Great awareness off the throwdown. Off the pitch out. Cal Stark, the catcher, and the tag. Oh, he missed the tag. Yeah, he would have had him if he swiped him clean. Here's the pickoff back to first. Back safely. LSU base runner with Drew Cruz. What's good, Sister Surround Charliso? Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining in. 10 pitches thrown so far by Tennessee as we have just started off this game. LSU with a base runner on board, no outs. Here's pitch number 11, 1-2, breaking ball, called strike 3. That's a backwards K to ring up the first strikeout of the game by Drew Beam, the pitcher for Tennessee. And now Beam will face Trey Morgan, the first baseman. Pickoff back to first, though. Trey Morgan, 50 RBIs, batting .316 in the season. First pitch, missing inside, gets past the catcher. And that will result in a wild pitch, stolen base by LSU, advancing over to second base runner Dylan Cruz. So exactly what you could not have to start off this game now for Tennessee. Wild pitch, runner in scoring position. LSU looking to strike first in this game right now. Trey Morgan, 1-0. The count to him. Drew Beam, the pitcher, delivers. Breaking ball in the zone. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. Shoots it through the gap in between third base and the shortstop. Cruz will stop at third, and now runners at the corners for LSU with 1 out, first and third. Great piece of work right there in the hitting opposite field. Ground ball piece by Trey Morgan off the bat. So we got first and third now, just 1 out. First pitch in the breaking ball, framed by the catcher, but umpire will not call it a strike, so it's 1-0. What's good, Jay Ramirez? Welcome back to the stream, man. Thanks for joining in again. Yeah, these SEC teams have been really good this year. This ball gets lined right to the shortstop, caught, though, by Tennessee at short with Maui Ahuna for out 2. So that gives Tennessee a break, just directly aligned ball right to Ahuna playing short. Tennessee just looking to get out of this inning right now as the first batter was surrendered on a 7-pitch walk. Did record a strikeout after the first batter, the second batter in the order, but then a great piece in the field of play in between shortstop and third was able to advance the runners to the corners. First pitch here, breaking ball missing out of the zone for Tennessee. Pickoff back to first. Back safely is LSU. Cade Bellozo, the designated hitter. Drew Beam, the pitcher on the mound. The 1-0 pitch to Bellozo. Check swing, did he go? Looked like he did. Yes, he did. By the home plate umpire, went through the zone to count now 1-1. Kelly, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, I think it's the starting pitcher. He has like an ERA below 2. This ball gets driven off the bat by Belozo. It'll drop in. It finds green. LSU first run of today's action as they lead 1-0. Once again, runners in the quarters. Great piece of hitting out in the gap as he shot that ball right to the right center field gap in the outfield. Belozo with the first RBI of the game for the DH for LSU. Yeah, that's a great question. First pitch square to Bud. It will go in foul territory, though, for LSU with Jordan Thompson now the batter. Yeah, I think a lot of these players must play like wooden bat leagues like over the summer, like after they complete the college season. That's what I would imagine. Because when I played high school baseball, I know a lot of the other players who were like preparing for like varsity level high school, or like going to college, preparing for college. They were playing like Legion ball for their age groups. Like they would play like 18U, 19U Legion ball. And I think a lot of those players got used to handling the wooden bats in those leagues. Count out 1-2. Pitch number 2 was missing the zone. That last pitch right there, the third pitch, swing and a miss over the top of it on the breaking ball. Yeah, she's doing pretty well. Deep so far into the pitch count, though, for Tennessee. You really have to worry about that because Tennessee has been pretty solid. I was looking at their bullpen numbers. Their bullpen numbers aren't bad. It's the concern about them is if they get down by more runs in this matchup, how they're going to come back, because the batting averages, when I looked at their averages compared to LSU, they were considerably low. This ball gets driven, high fly ball, left field down the line. It will slice foul, though, towards the crowd, caught by a happy fan out there. Count stays the same, 1-2 with runners in the corners, 2 outs. Jordan Thompson hitting .268 now the batter. This will be the 24th pitch of the game for Tennessee by Drew Beam. Beam from the stretch delivers the 1-2. Missing down on the fastball. 96 mile per hour fastball. It goes 2-2. Yeah, yesterday, the game that they covered, the LSU pitcher, he was hitting like 94, 95, 96, and he was just blowing it right past the Wake Forest batters. Our Wake Forest pitcher yesterday, the starter, his breaking ball was nasty. He had a slider, left-handed pitcher. Kept on breaking in. It was just nasty break on it. This pitch missing down just past the plate, as that will lead to a wild pitch stolen base. Went off the catcher. The runner advances over from first to second on a non-contested throw by the catcher. And the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a pitch outside of the area for strike 3. Getting out of a jammed out inning for Tennessee. Wow. Just one run scored by LSU after all of that. Really lucky for Tennessee, just able to have just one run come across the plate for them. Alright, so right now we head to the first break in between the top and the bottom part of the inning. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. Thanks all for joining in today. Special live stream, something different on the channel. Wanted to do today. Hey, what's good, Jeffrey? Welcome in, man. Oh, wow. I didn't catch that there. Yeah, I heard the Red Sox doing really well, though. They won 5 in a row. They swept the Yankees over the weekend. Pitcher will be Nate Ackenhausen for LSU. 2-0 record this season by Ackenhausen on the mounds, as he gets the start today, number 30 on the mound for LSU. So now we're into the third game for these two teams in the College World Series. So it's starting to get into deeper into their bullpen right now. First pitch by Ackenhausen, delivered just down below the knees, though, for ball 1. Maui Ahuna from Hilo, Hawaii, the leadoff batter. At the bottom of the first to lead things off for Tennessee. Ahuna slices it right to the shortstop. Caught, though, for the first out of the inning by Jordan Thompson at short for LSU. Oh, I think I might have heard about that on Friday night. Yeah, that's scary. Like, anytime you have a comebacker, that's really scary. First pitch by Ackenhausen. Off-speed pitch in the zone, taken for strike 1. Hunter Ensley now up for the sophomore, batting .284 this season for Tennessee. 0-1 pitch, drifting off towards the right side of the field. That will go foul. Oh, man, yeah, that's rough there. Tanner Houck got drilled by the pitch. That's rough. Yeah, whatever I pitched, that was always, like, my worst fears, being just, having somebody crank a comeback pitch directly at you. One-two pitch. Missing well high by Ackenhausen on the breaking ball. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball, left side of the infield, gloved by the third baseman. Tommy White threw across the diamond for the putouts. So 2 quick outs here for LSU's defense. So we'll bring up the third batter of the game now, Jared Dickey, who is up. Dickey hitting .322 in the season for Tennessee. First pitch here, missing high above the letters by Ackenhausen on the breaking ball for ball 1. His curveball doesn't have like much break to it by Ackenhausen. It's just really off speed, hitting like 79 miles per hour. Ground ball shot towards the right side of the infield, gloved by the first baseman, tags the bag for the out recorded by Trey Morgan. 1-2-3 inning beginning for LSU as we are through 1. So far in the matchup, LSU 2 total hits at the top of the first, able to score a run off one of those hits to the outfield as they got a 1-zip advantage. Yeah, these SEC schools are really good. Yeah, usually I see Vanderbilt constantly represent SEC in the World Series, but not this year for them. Florida's doing really well, so Florida's 2-0. After today, they'll just be... well, the thing that's been ironic is there's been half of the teams in the College World Series field since yesterday have been SEC teams. They had 3 out of the 6 being from the SEC, and tonight they'll still have half of the teams. They'll just have one that will advance, but out of the 4 teams that will remain after tonight's winner here, they'll have 2 from the SEC. I hope so for tomorrow. Yeah, I put it in the community tab that I would for tomorrow, so I plan on covering the Wake Forest game against the winner of this one tomorrow night. I'm also hoping to do the draft on Thursday. It will be I'm hoping to just cover the first 30 picks of the draft or so, because I remember from like past years that the draft goes late. It goes to I think 12:45 in the morning, 1 in the morning my time. So I'm just gonna do the first 30 picks for Thursday's draft. So just the first round. Breaking ball missing the zone down low by Drew Beam, the pitcher for Tennessee. He has thrown 27 pitches so far, recording just 3 outs in this game. Braden Jobert, the batter for LSU. Breaking ball that time, called strike 1 in the zone, delivered by Beam. He went 3 for 4 against Tennessee on Saturday with a double. 1-1, missing down just slightly below the knees to count out 2-1. I think yesterday with the umpire behind home plate yesterday, that could have very well been a strike. Yesterday, the home plate umpire was stretching out the zone quite a bit. Here's the 2-1, breaking ball, swinging the miss, strike 2 over the top of it. 80-mile-per-hour curveball and a 12-6 drop, and the count now 2-2. Oh, wow. That's great there. Yeah, I actually didn't know what college Nomar went to. Cal State Fullerton. That's great. Swing and a miss, strike 3 again over the top, and the breaking ball couldn't hang back in the pitch, and that's a strikeout recorded by Drew Beam on the mound as he rings up Braden Jobert. Yeah, when I was younger, Nomar was one of my favorite players to watch when I was younger. Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez, those classic Red Sox teams back from the 2000s. Curt Schilling, Trot Nixon. I've actually got the college baseball World Series game when they released it for PlayStation 2. I think it was back in, it's got to be 2006, 2007 when they had the college baseball PS2 game. I'm pretty sure Cal State Fullerton was really good on that game for a rating. I think that was the only game that they came out with that for college baseball, if I'm not mistaken. First pitch taken for strike 1 by Alex Milazzo, the batter. Milazzo gets hit on the second pitch. So Milazzo now gets awarded the free base as he gets hit by pitch. Drilled and that's a tough place to get drilled there. He had a duck, and he was turning his head, so he ducked and turned his head, and the pitch hit him in the back of the neck area. Luckily, it was a breaking ball that lost its command, so it wasn't a fastball on the pitch. Still 80 miles per hour instead of 95. The first pitch gets dinked off the bat, foul of Josh Pearson. Pearson not sure if he should pull the trigger or hang back, but he went an 8 through the zone with his bat, and it dinked off the barrel of the bat, foul. 0-1 pitch, missing outside, and the breaking ball for ball 1. Yeah, no problem. So Georgia Tech 1-1 pitch. Blows past the fastball. That's strike number 2. I'd like to see some more fastballs, but this pitcher for Tennessee has been able to blow it past the LSU batters quite a bit. That time, 95-mile-per-hour fastball. 37th pitch coming up. 1-2 pitch. Foul tip right back to the catcher's mitt. Strike 3. So that's now 2 outs for Tennessee. Yeah, thanks so much, man, for the dono. Jay Ramirez with a dono. Let's get that dono hype on the stream there. Grab the popcorn for this one. All these College World Series games been really good. I'm glad that, like, every single one of these games has been competitive. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. First pitch driven off the bat of LSU. This ball is going back, drifting back towards the warning track. It is caught right in front of the 375 at the wall. About another, like, 5 or 6 feet. That pitch would have been gone, but LSU flies out at the warning track. The fly out recorded as we close out the top half of the inning, and Tennessee once again avoids any sort of damage from happening with LSU there. So 1-0 LSU, leading through 1.5 innings so far in action. And if you guys are new in the stream, feel free to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. A little bit of something different today in the channel for a special live stream. Before yesterday, I hadn't covered a baseball game on the channel for like about a year or so I wanted to do something different throughout the course of this week. Yeah, that must be the one that they have. So MVP 2006 NCAA baseball. Yeah, that must be the one then. That makes sense because when I was like back in like late elementary school, middle school, I was playing a lot of those baseball games growing up. Yeah. I think 2006. I was 10 in 2006. So yeah, I'd be in 4th grade, heading into the 5th grade during the summer in 2006. That makes sense because I also have 2005 Major League Baseball. That's the one that they had all the cool ramp games that they have. Nice shot right there for Tennessee. A leadoff single on the first pitch as that got roped on a line by Griffin Merritt. So great start now to the bottom of the 2nd inning for Tennessee to get a runner on the base paths, and the first pitch cranked to the left center field side. Griffin Merritt, number 2 in the team in batting average, behind Jared Dickey, the number 3 batter to order. Merritt batting 4th, so this is the 4, 5, 6 batters due up this inning. This is the 5th batter to order now, Christian Moore. First pitch, taken, breaking ball at the letters, strike 1. Yeah, there's so many like different leagues that they have for baseball. One of the other streamers that he did like a lot of the sports streaming that I met over on like Sportscaster. He has a YouTube channel as well. He's working with, I think, like minor league baseball out of like New York State. So yeah, they got like a bunch of like semi-pro leagues that they have, like amateur leagues all over the place. Plus, like, they have like all the different like farm teams that they have, like single A, double A, triple A. Also like short season single A. There's like a bunch of different leagues that they have. Second pitch got fouled. The count now 0-2. Nate Ackenhausen, the pitcher in the mound for LSU. Pitch number 13. This pitch gets swung on, drifting back, foul. Yeah, I'm glad that they're able to start to make like minor league football stuff now with like the XFL, USFL. I remember they had the AAF for like a couple weeks and that didn't go too well, but at least they have like other football leagues below the NFL. This pitch missing high, looking for the breaking ball now. The catcher will check the signal to the field umpire, but he did call it a ball. Did not go through the zone. It was Christian Moore. It's also arena football that they have too, because I remember growing up watching like arena football back in like 2003, 2004 when I had like a contract with NBC. I legit forgot that arena football even exists. I forgot about it until like a couple of days ago when I saw the story of Antonio Brown and his own team, the Albany Empire, to get kicked out of the Arena Football League last week. Fastball missing high by Ackenhausen. The count now 2-2. Christian Moore, the batter for Tennessee. 2-2 pitch. Missing down with the count going full. Three-two pitch. Fly ball right side. Foul. Oh, that's cool. So out in Biloxi, Mississippi, you went to a game there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've been the AAA affiliate that used to be AAA, the Paw Sox. I used to go there all the time because they're not too far away from where I am, but they moved out to Worcester. So now they're the Woo Sox for the AAA affiliate for the Red Sox. I haven't been up there since they transferred to the Woo Sox. Looking to turn 2 for LSU. They will double play. 6-4-3 double play, able to turn 2, 18 pitches through so far as Tennessee gets 2 base runners retired in that last play. So 2 quick outs. That's great work right there by the defense for LSU. This will bring up Blake Burke now, the batter for Tennessee, as he lays off the first pitch outside for ball 1. Hey, what's good, Alex? Welcome back in the stream, man. Yeah, I knew that. So I saw the headlines from Providence after the Nuggets won the championship that Michael Malone used to be a former assistant for PC back in the 90s. Fly ball gets sliced, foul. Blake Burke batting .279, left-handed batter for Tennessee. Going up against the left-handed pitcher with Nate Ackenhausen for LSU. Ackenhausen from the stretch, the 1-1. That gets flied back, foul to count out 1-2. If you're new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks all for joining in, being a part in the channel tonight. Feel free to let us know out in the chat who you guys like tonight in this game here, LSU or Tennessee. Feel free to type it in if you guys would like. Ackenhausen, the 1-2 pitch. Missing down in the dirt for ball 2. Yeah, I miss those days there, Jeffrey. The tickets were usually, like, cheap, too. Like, you could go and get tickets for, like, $7 to $8 for, like, general admission. I used to have the AAA discount, so I was able to get it, like, a couple dollars lower that they used to have. Nice solid piece of hitting right there through the gap for Tennessee to put another hit on base. Blake Burke, second hit of the game now for the Vols. So he shoots it right through the left side of the infield between shortstop and second. Let's see if Tennessee can hit like a solid ball to the outfield. It's been an issue so far in this game. First pitch here, they swing and miss. Strike number one, fastball by Ackenhausen, blown past the bat of Zane Denton. Denton, the number 7 batter in the order. At third base today with 16 home runs. Pitch number 25 coming up by Ackenhausen for LSU. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nice frame, but just a little bit high and outside for ball one. What's good? Hockey from home. Welcome back in. Bert on the stream. Welcome back in. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, missing high and outside. Same spot as the fastball for ball two. Not bad misses, though. Just a little bit away from the plate. Two 2-1 pitch by Ackenhausen to Denton. Fly ball off the bat. Goes back. Foul. Winner of this game will take on the Wake Forest tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope to be back for that one, so feel free to join in tomorrow night as well for the winner of this game to take on the Wake Forest. Ackenhausen, the 2-2 pitch delivers. Fly ball again, goes back, foul. Off the bat of Denton, ring up the pitch count right now and keep himself alive at the plate, 2-2. Once again, the count 2-2, 2 outs, 1 runner on board at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Outside edge of the paint, plates the edge of the plate right there. Tremendous spot by Nate Ackenhausen on the mound for LSU, as he hits the spot on the outside edge of the plate on the changeup at 86 miles per hour. And close out at the end of the second inning. LSU on top 1-0. Yeah, they're really good this year. I can't believe they've only won the College World Series once. And it was back in the, I believe it was back in like the it's in like either in the 1940s and the 1950s. They were runner-up once. And they won the College World Series once, but it happened to be decades ago for Wake Forest. Yeah, I got the number here. 1955, they won the national championship for Wake Forest. That's their only championship. 1955, they were runner-up in 1949 for Wake Forest. LSU 6 times they won the College World Series, tied for the second most out of any program with Texas, and that's behind USC, which has 12. LSU winning in 91, 93, 96, 97, 2000, 2009. Usually these Tennessee teams, too, have been strong for baseball. Because usually, in the past, like, couple seasons, Vanderbilt's been really solid for baseball. So back to action right now. LSU with their at bat, Trey Morgan. Now the batters, he hits it, fly ball, right field side, going back towards the warning track. It is caught though. It's about 5 feet before the outfield wall as Tommy White flies out for the first out of the inning. Here brings up Trey Morgan up to bat. That's the second time in the game that LSU's got a solid piece. But it's just been a little bit too short, hung up in the park. Trey Morgan 1 for 1 with a single today. Scored the lone run of the game. Breaking ball in the zone, taken for strike 1. Drew Beam with the 0-1 pitch, missing down on the fastball. What's good, Daniel? Welcome in. Glad to have you back in the stream. Aaron, welcome to the channel. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ahead of it, swing and a miss, strike 2 on the off-speed pitch in the zone at 81 miles per hour. One-two pitch missing down, and it's been hitting around 95 in the fastball so far in this game. It's just the pitch count right now has been drawn up. Even though he's only walked 1 on the mound for Drew Beam, the pitcher. He's been able to go deep into these pitch counts, though, which has been the issue. 2-2 pitches, that will be flied. Hit him in the box, though, so it's foul. You can see right there, the batter, Trey Morgan, a little bit gimpy as the ball hit him in the box before it flew up in the air. Oh, he looked like he might, yeah, he twisted his ankle too in the box off the swing. So he's okay right now. He's back in the batter's box. Count now 2-2. 45 pitches thrown so far by Tennessee on the mound with Drew Beam. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blows past the fastball. Down in the zone at the knees, 95 miles per hour. A strikeout recorded on the mound by Drew Beam for Tennessee. So now this will bring up the number 4 batter in the order, Gavin Dugas, for LSU as he looks at the first pitch, breaking ball, outside edge of the plate, taken for strike 1. A 1 pitch. Fastball down and away for ball 1. Pitch number 3 of this at bat in the zone again. Off speed pitch with the count going 1-2 to Dugas, the batter. A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts in the mound by Drew Beam as he rings up Gavin Dugas after he struck out Trey Morgan. And now Tennessee starting to get on a roll with our bullpen in this game after going deep on the mound with Drew Beam. Starting to get into a groove right now as we enter the bottom of the 3rd inning coming up. That's a pretty fast top half of the inning that Tennessee just had on the mound. This will bring up LSU with a number 5, 6, and 7 batters due up. Next inning, Cade Belozo with a lone RBI in the game on the fly ball to left center field that dropped in. He'll be up to lead off the inning. Number 5 batter in the order, Jordan Thompson, Braden Joberts. 2 hits for each of these teams so far. LSU scored in the top of the 1st inning. Tennessee at the bottom part of their inning, they'll have Christian Scott, Cal Stark, and Maui Ahuna. So they will have the 8, 9, and 1 batters, with 8 and 9 yet to bat so far in this game. Both of those are Christian Scott hitting 273, and then Cal Stark batting 182 this season before they get back to Ahuna at the top of the order. So Nate Ackenhausen on the mound, 29 pitches thrown so far to 2 complete innings, striking out 1 with 0 walks. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and that will be taken for a ball just outside. Great decision to pull it back by Christian Scott, the right fielder. Scott leading off the inning. Breaking ball that time in the zone, and the slider by Ackenhausen for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Didn't go to the zone completely. It will go 2-1. Two-one pitch. Fastball. That's in the strike zone. Taken for strike 2. Nate Ackenhausen having command of the mound. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go through? Yes, he did. Roll the field umpire. That's strike 3. I don't think he went the whole way around the strike zone. Let's see here in the replay. Oh, that's close. I thought he held it back in the check swing, but I did not think it was on the check. I thought it was on the spot right there. That was a darn great breaking ball that was thrown by Nate Ackenhausen for his second strikeout on the mound tonight. First pitch dialed in on the breaking ball, taken for strike 1, hitting 82 on his breaking ball. It's Cal Stark now the batter, number 9 hitter in the order for the junior catcher, batting 182 this season. Swing of the miss, strike 3 on the changeup. Ahead of it was Stark, and the count now 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch by Ackenhausen, high and outside for ball 1. Winner this matchup will face Wake Forest tomorrow, as this is a single game elimination. The loser this game has played their last season tonight. It will end right here in the College World Series, whoever loses this game. That pitch gets sent back foul off the screen with the count staying 1-2. Ackenhausen delivers the 1-2 pitch. Taken just below the knees and the changeup for ball 2. That was pretty close. Great spot right there on the pitch to spoil. This will be pitch number 49 in the game, coming up by Nate Ackenhausen through 2 1/3 innings. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just above the letters is taken for ball 3. So here we go, where you want it, the payoff pitch. Cannot afford to walk a batter that has a batting average below 200. The 3-2. Pop fly goes back foul. Great way to hang by Cal Stark, the hitter. Stark with just 20 total hits this season. Full count pitch coming up from the stretch with Ackenhausen. Left-handed pitcher to a right-handed batter with Cal Stark. The 3-2 pitch delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets him fishing high and outside the zone. What would have been ball 4 if he laid off of it. But Cal Stark offers for it. Up and away from the strike zone for Ackenhausen, recording back-to-back strikeouts. Pitcher's gem so far. This will bring a Maui Ahuna now the leadoff batter for Tennessee. 0 for 1 his first time up as he takes the fastball in the zone for strike one. Ackenhausen with an 0-1 pitch. That pitch misses high to count out 1-1. Nate Ackenhausen getting his first start this season, really delivering. Called up on the mound in the College World Series as he delivers strike two in the zone on the off-speed pitch to Ahuna. Ackenhausen looking to strike out the side right here. Maui Ahuna, the leadoff batter, batting .307 this season. 45 pitches into the game so far by Nate Ackenhausen. Umpire will call time. Probably a good sign right there for Ahuna. Able to get the time from the umpire because it does get Ackenhausen a little out of rhythm. Wouldn't shock me if this is delivered for a ball. Count out 1-1. Ackenhausen looking for a pitch here to just spoil out of the zone. See if he chases. Breaking ball. Ooh, that's close. Above the letters though in the break. Ackenhausen thought it was strike number 3. A little bit squeezed though by the home plate umpire. That was incredibly close. Great frame by the catcher, Alex Milazzo, back behind home plate for LSU. Ackenhausen looked to strike out the side. Will he do it right here? No, he will not. That ball gets ripped in. The gap of the line drive. Maui Ahuna, first hit of the game. Third is a tee for Tennessee as he rips it to right center field on the rope. And he's on board with a single. So way to spoil that pitch right there for Ahuna for Tennessee. He caught a lucky break as home plate umpire did not rig him up on the pitch prior. That was incredibly close in the zone. This will bring up now Hunter Ensley, the center fielder, 0 for 1 today. First pitch by Ackenhausen. Inside, and it got Ensley. That's a hit batter around the belt area. Near the belt and belly area, but according to the home plate umpire, that grazed the batter, Hunter Ensley. Now 2 runners on board for Tennessee. Oh, yeah, that got him. That was more like the upper thigh area, right below the belt where he targeted. If he hadn't moved a little bit in the box, that probably would have whizzed past his belt area rather close by like centimeters, but he did turn a little bit away from the pitch in the batter's box where it was inside of him, and it got him on the upper thigh right below the belt. Now LSU's got a mound visit, 2 outs. 48 pitches thrown so far tonight by Nate Ackenhausen on the mound for LSU. Trying to get out of this inning. He'd been doing a great job up to this point. He looked to see if he could strike out the side. He struck out 3. He's walked 0. Facing 11 total batters, 48 pitches thrown so far the game in 2 2/3 innings pitched. Just trying to see if he can get back on his command here to close out the inning, record a final out for LSU. So this will bring up the number 4 batter to order, Griffin Merritt for Tennessee. Tennessee not known as a power hitting team. Merritt leading the team in home runs with 18. The home run's pretty balanced around the team for Tennessee. High fly ball, shallow, left center field. Rushing up for it, the center fielder comes in for the catch by Dylan Cruz for the final out of the inning. 2 runners left stranded by Tennessee. So we close out through 3. And the books here for this matchup, the College World Series, it is LSU 1, Tennessee 0. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. And another game here has turned out to be a pitcher's gem. so far this matchup. And the concern about this game is that Tennessee hasn't been able to get any well-hit balls so far this game for them. And they got to tap into their power, and that's been a struggle of theirs this season. They do have a lot of home run hitters that's hit around the numbers of the teen level this season for home run hitters. Their number 4 batter, who just flied out, led the team with 18 home runs. After him, the 5 batters got 17 homers, and then the 6 and the 7 batters have 16 homers each. But in terms of just like a lot of power in this team, that's something that they lack for Tennessee. And LSU showed it so far in this game. Bullpen coming along at the right time for LSU. Is the starter that they have, Nate Ackenhouse, in his first start this season, and he's really delivered on the mound. KK, welcome in. I haven't seen her yet, but she was there yesterday. Drew Beam back in the mound for Tennessee. Fastball missing outside for ball 1. He'll work on Cade Bellozo, the batter. Bellozo with a lone RBI at the top of the first inning. Bellozo takes the breaking ball for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball at the knee is taken for strike 2. Delivered by Beam to Bellozo. Pitch number 54, the 1-2 pitch, missing outside in the breaking ball. See, Drew Beam today, he's been missing the mark quite a bit, especially like high and outside in the breaking ball pitches. He's hitting around like 81 to 82 in his breaking ball stuff. Fastball is going around like 94, but he's been able to hit the mark in those fastballs. Here's pitch number 55 of the game. 2-2 pitch. This ball gets driven right center field. That will drop in, and Cade Bellozo, perfect 2 for 2 today for LSU. Another great start to this inning here for the Tigers. Hey, what's good? Welcome back in. We got Ward on the stream. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys back in, being a part here on the channel once again tonight. 55 pitches thrown by Drew Beam on the mound for Tennessee. Squares the bunt for LSU, pulls the batter to bat back, taken for ball 1 as that pitch was high and inside by Jordan Thompson, the batter. Thompson up 6th in the order for the shortstop. He is hitting .266 this season, 0 for 1 his first time up. Squares the bunt again by Thompson. That time, dropped it down. It will go foul. So he was looking to go down the first baseline, just wide right of it, though. Had the idea. This is a great chance to play small ball in this scenario. You get a runner on first. Looking to see if you can push him over in the scoring position in a game that is going to be a pitcher's gem all throughout the course of the matchup. Once again, squares the bunt, 1-1 pitch. The bunt gets flied up into the third baseman's glove for the out. That's the worst case scenario in the bunt. Pop fly in the bunt directly over to Zane Denton for the catch. That's a terrible bunt. I mean, you got the barrel just way too much underneath it on the bunt. Everybody knew that he was about to square the bunt. And Denton, he was already rushing in closely to home plate. That's just too easy. First pitch in the ground, looking to turn 2, shove over to second to throw to first. Tennessee does as they turn 2 on the next pitch for the double play, as that will put out Braden Jobert, the batter. That was a quick inning there for Tennessee's defense. Fly out on the bunt, and then the next immediate pitch, double play as they turn it. 1-0, LSU leads as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning coming up. I believe that's the second time today that we've had a double play turned in this game. Actually, this game's going by pretty fast in terms of pace. I thought yesterday was going by incredibly fast, but today we're looking to beat that number. Yesterday's game went 3 hours total. Today, looking to beat that total, and right now they are on rapid speed right now. Considering we've had a couple strong double plays today, not many hits. 3 hits by both of these teams, 0 errors, with each team leaving 3 runners left stranded on the base paths. Winner of this matchup will take on the Wake Forest. That'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Feel free to join in for that stream as well. I hope to be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Could very well see once again LSU take on the Wake Forest. Yesterday, both of those teams met up. Wake Forest trailed throughout the majority of the game. They came back and they won. Bottom of the 8th inning, they scored a game-winning run, and Wake Forest won 3-2. If you're new to the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you guys got tonight in this game, who you're rooting for. Type it in, LSU or Tennessee. 49 pitches so far on the mound by Nate Ackenhausen for LSU. This will bring up the number 4, 5, and 6 batters due up this inning for Tennessee. Griffin Merritt, the designated hitter, will lead off the inning. First pitch by Ackenhausen, missing down to Merritt. 1-0 pitch. That pitch missing inside in the fastball at 90 to count out 2-0. Close in the zone, a little bit inside there by Ackenhausen. 2-0 pitch to Merritt. Merritt drives it up the middle off one bounce, fielded by the shortstop, throws across the diamond and put out. Recorded by Jordan Thompson for the first out of the inning. Bryce, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Looking for Tennessee to turn this one up. They just haven't been able to get like any sort of solid contact for Tennessee today. LSU's had two fly balls deep to the outfield, but caught in the warning track about like 10 to 5 feet approximately shorter than the outfield wall. First pitch there in a breaking ball, taken for strike 1 by Christian Moore. This is the heart of the order right here for Tennessee. LSU just retired the 18 home run leader, leading the team. Moore with 17 home runs right behind, and then Blake Burke's got 16. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A high fastball. That was above the letters, and he offered for Christian Moore. Ackenhausen today with 3 strikeouts. 0-2 pitch, Ackenhausen. Close spot there, just above the letters, but missed for ball 1. Ackenhausen struck out 2 in the last inning. He was looking to strike out the side. He's missed the mark by inches in a couple pitches on the payoff pitch today. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets him in the outside edge of the plate on the 85-mile-per-hour changeup. That's strikeout number 4 tonight by Nate Ackenhausen. Tennessee just searching for some sort of offense right now in this game, as this will bring up Blake Burke to the box to hit. First pitch by Ackenhausen. Breaking ball missing high and inside for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That ball gets cranked left side. It will go foul. .58 pitches thrown so far on the mound by Nate Ackenhausen for LSU. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball, high chopper, right side of the infield. Glove by the second baseman. Underthrow the first, and the putout recorded by LSU by Gavin Dugas. 1, 2, 3 inning there for the Tigers. We close out through 4 innings so far. And a 1-run lead for LSU, 1-0. Alright, so right now we head in between innings. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe for the special live stream today. College World Series winner of this matchup will face Wake Forest tomorrow. I also hope to be back tomorrow covering the winner of this game versus Wake Forest at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Up in the upper part of the bracket, it will be Florida against TCU. That game will go on tomorrow afternoon. This is part of the bottom part of the bracket. So we had half of the teams represented by the SEC in the College World Series as of today, 3 out of the 6. And then it will be cut down to 2 after this game, so it will be 2 out of the 4. So still half. Wake Forest, Oral Roberts with their loss today eliminated Oral Roberts, and then the winner of this game will keep on playing against Wake Forest tomorrow. Loser of this game gets eliminated. Pitch number 60, the game missing down for ball number 1, 94 mile per hour fastball. Alex Milazzo got hit by a pitch his first time up as he's the number 8 batter in the order for LSU today. 8, 9, and 1 batters due up this inning. Milazzo squares the bunt, pulls it back in the zone though. It's a fastball in there for strike 1. Drew Beam, 6 strikeouts recorded, 1 walk today, allowed 1 earned run, top of the first inning. 1-1 pitch. Fly to right side, goes foul on the fastball with the count going 1-2. Beam with a 1-2 pitch. Another fly ball, put back foul. Drew Beam from the windup delivers. Taken for strike number 3. Fastball in there. In the zone. Outside edge of the plate at the knees. That is strikeout number 7 tonight by Drew Beam for Tennessee as he rings up Alex Milazzo, the batter, looking. This will bring up now the number 9 batter in the order, Josh Pearson. He's hitting .244 this season for LSU. Pearson takes the breaking ball down and away for ball 1. 65 pitches thrown tonight on the mound by Drew Beam for Tennessee. Pearson struck out his first time up. He's got 25 RBIs this season with 3 home runs. 1-0. Missing on the fastball inside. That looked pretty close to the zone, but it's now 2-0 to count. Drew Beam from the windup to 2-0. In the strike zone, upper half of the plate there, taken for strike 1. Tough call against the batter. That looked like it was a little bit high above the letters inside. 2-1 now the count. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This ball driven to right side in the ground. It will roll foul. Yeah, same here. Pretty curious what Boston does for their draft pick. I wonder if they're gonna see if they can move up or not. I think they're going to be active in some trades coming very soon. They've been in trade talks with the Atlanta Hawks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Right after the foul ball. And that's back-to-back strikeouts in the mound now by Drew Beam, as he gets Josh Pearson to offer. Pitcher's gem tonight. 8 strikeout on the mound by Drew Beam. And then LSU Nate Ackenhausen's doing a solid job on the mound. 69 total pitches, 45 strikes, 24 balls, make it 46 with a first one in the zone and a breaking ball taken by Dylan Cruz for strike 1. Dylan Cruz trying to see if he can get something going here. 0 for 1 with a walk. He scored a run. A lone run of the game by Dylan Cruz. Takes the second pitch in the zone, fastball for strike 2. Beam with an 0-2 pitch delivers a Cruz. Cruz sends it right up the middle. Skipped off the glove of the second baseman, and Dylan Cruz is on board. That should be rolled a single. Exit velocity of over 106 miles per hour on that pitch, as that was a tough hop to field it by Christian Moore off the short hop backhand. And Dylan Cruz on board on first. Yeah, it's such a tough play to play for the second baseman. If I'm the statistician for that, I'm rolling that a base hit. That should be rolled a base hit and not an error. And yes, it is. So that's hit number 4 of the game now for LSU. Swing and a miss, strike 1 by Tommy White, now the batter. So White 0 for 2 today. The damage has been done by Cade Bellozo. Bellozo a perfect 2 for 2 for the number 5 batter to order the DH. He has the lone RBI in the game, scoring Dylan Cruz. 0-1 pitch. Fastball that time, missing outside. The count goes 1-1. LSU looking to attack on the board. Pitch number 75 by Drew Beam. Pickoff back to first as he keeps the base runner honest with Cruz diving back safely. One pitch. Fly ball. That will get sent foul. I've yet to cover a home run so far in this College World Series. We shall see if there's one coming up. Tommy White looking to get something going on. The 1-2 pitch. That skips off the catcher's glove, back foul. The count stays alive at 2-2 now to Tommy White, the batter. 1-2 the count to Tommy White with a runner on first, 2 outs. Drew Beam with a 1-2 from the stretch. Pitch out. Thought about it, but they'll get sent back to the pitcher by Cal Short, the catcher, and count now 2-2. Sister Sorrell with a dono. Really appreciate for the dono. Thanks so much for the dono. Legend in the channel. Pitch number 78 of the game. A high fly ball goes back behind the home plate. Catcher will rush back towards the screen, but it will go off the screen. Foul ball. Yeah, feel free to join in this August. This August, hoping to cover some special live streams for preseason for NFL. I'm trying to get back into the groove for NFL when football comes on once again. So that's my next goal coming on shortly in August. Pick off back at first base, diving back safely is Cruz, the base runner. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another big strikeout recorded on the mound. Blows it right past him on the 95-mile-per-hour fastball. And Drew Beam striking out batters left and right in this game, but his team is down by a run. This has been a pitcher's gem so far tonight. 4 hits by LSU, 3 hits by Tennessee, 0 errors. LSU scored the first run of the game with a walked batter at the top of the first inning. It was Dylan Cruz who had scored the run, and if there's a player that deserves MVP so far today, midway through, that would go to Cade Bellozo, a perfect 2 for 2 with a lone RBI for LSU. That's why you put a player like that in the designated hitter spot for a reason. Get the best hitter in the team, and he has proved it today, the best hitter on the team so far. LSU's pitcher's been solid too. Nate Ackenhausen on the mound. 4 strikeouts, 0 walks through 4 innings pitched in today's game. And then Tennessee's pitcher, Drew Beam, 9 strikeouts to 1 walk. And he's through 5 innings so far. So the pitchers of this game combining for 13 strikeouts to just 1 walk total with combined pitching. Yeah, so I wouldn't be shocked if the Celtics pull off a big trade coming out put in the next couple of days. So looks like I got this on Twitter according to NBA Central. There's a 3-way deal that the Phoenix Suns, Atlanta Hawks, and the Celtics have all engaged in with a 3-team deal. And this is what they propose. Boston Celtics will receive John Collins and Sadiq Bey, which low-key Sadiq Bey is a great player. If they're able to get a hold of Sadiq Bey, that's huge. 0-2 now to count to Zane Denton, the batter. A pitch missing outside of Denton to count now 1-2. I thought they should have drafted Sadiq Bey in the draft from 4 years ago. With 3 years ago with that draft. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 5th strikeout of the game by Nate Ackenhausen on the mound. So this is what's being rumored right now. Celtics would receive John Collins and Sadiq Bey. Phoenix Suns would receive Malcolm Brogdon and Mike Muscala. And then the Hawks would receive Peyton Pritchard and DeAndre Ayton, which would come from Phoenix. First pitch missing up high in the breaking ball to Christian Scott. Scott 0 for 1, struck out once today. Scott swings in the pitch in the zone for strike 1. There just hasn't really been any, solid hit balls in this game so far tonight by Tennessee, as Scott once again whiffs at it to count 1-2. This should be smooth sailing here. He might even strike out the side for Ackenhausen on the mounds. Facing the 7, 8, and 9 batters. That pitch missing way too inside. Count now 2-2. Both of these pitchers in pretty solid shape. 78 pitches thrown by Drew Beam for Tennessee. 67 so far. Make it 68. As that pitch gets tagged back foul. Looking for back-to-back strikeouts by Ackenhausen. He's been able to get a lot of the Tennessee batters to chase so far this game. Here's the 2-2 pitches. He delivers. Fly ball. This ball is going deep. Center field. Hangs up in the park, though. Recorded for the out by Cruz, the center fielder. So just hung up way too much, as that was a high flying ball off the bat by Christian Scott. 2 outs now for LSU's defense. This will be pitch number 70 coming up of the game for Nate Ackenhausen for LSU. 70th pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one on a breaking ball. 80 miles per hour delivered to Cal Stark. Stark struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. This is the batter right here that you're determined to strike out. Just a 180 batting average with only 20 hits this season by Stark. Breaking ball, high and outside for ball 1. Ackenhausen with back-to-back breaking balls, seeing if he could get Stark ahead of the pitch. Here's the 1-1. Change up, missing inside with the count going 2-1. I think here you gotta look fastball if you're the batter. He's throwing you 2 curveballs and a changeup. 2-1 pitch. Exactly what he does right there. 91 mile per hour fastball sends it back. The count now 2-2. So now what do you think if you're the batter in this scenario? Fastball, he just sent you one, or he's probably going to change the speed of it most likely. Got a pitch to waste, but he was able to hit the zone earlier with a curveball, so we see if he does go that way, hitting like 78 or 79. The count now is 2-2. Umpire calls time. KK with a dono. You the legend. Thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome on the channel. Here we go. 2-2 coming up. Ackenhausen, the pitcher. Cal Stark, the batter. The 2-2 pitch he delivers. Oh, it hit him. That's the worst case scenario right there for the pitcher. Nate Ackenhausen hits the right elbow area, or the left elbow area, looks like. Yep, the upper left shoulder just above the elbow it beamed off of, and that's a hit by pitch. Worst case scenario there. You're facing the number 9 batter in the order, a batter that's only hitting 180 on the season, and you hit him on a 2-2 count. First pitch driven by Ahuna. Left center field, it's going back. It's going all the way to the fence. Rounding third, will stop at third though. Ahuna gets a stand-up double. And now 2 runners on board for Tennessee now on second and third. That's the first well-hit ball to the outfield deep of the game. Shot it right into the gap in left center field, and there's signs of life right now for Tennessee. First pitch by the leadoff batter, Maui Ahuna. Big inning here. Bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position. This will bring up Hunter Ensley, who got hit by a pitch earlier. For LSU, you cannot afford for Ensley to get on base, because this would bring up, after Ensley on deck, is the number 3 batter, Jared Dickey. And these are the guys that's done the most damage this season for Tennessee. Dickey leading the team with a .326 batting average. After Dickey, Griffin Merritt up 4th in the order, batting .314. But Merritt leads the team in home runs with 18. So looking for a big out here coming up with Hunter Ensley. Ensley batting .284. He's got 54 hits with 7 homers. Mound visit by LSU to talk things over about how they'll approach this at bat. If you're new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell, as well as this game got really interesting fast. Tennessee looking to put a run on the board. First pitch down in the dirt, taken for ball 1. Great stop of the catcher behind home plate, Alex Milazzo. That was the 76th pitch of the game by Nate Ackenhausen. Yesterday, flashback to the loss against Wake Forest. The starter got left out there way too much for the starter. He had 1 bad inning, at the bottom of the 6th inning where he surrendered 2 runs, walked 3 straight batters in a row, and that allowed LSU to make a change. But after the second batter that he walked, I thought they would have made a change after the second batter, but they made the pitching change. The bases were loaded with no outs at the bottom of the 6th inning against Wake Forest. Second pitch missing in the breaking ball. 2-0 now the count. The 2-0 pitch to Ensley. Ensley, high fly ball, right field. Under it is Jobert, and Jobert catches it for out number 3. Big way to get out of a jam there for LSU. 2 runners left stranded for Tennessee. As we close out at the end of the 5th inning, it's LSU 1, Tennessee 0. Disappointing way to end that inning for Tennessee. Able to find something, though. Bobby Ahuna, that's the first well-hit ball that Tennessee's had as a team today. Sent it all the way to the outfield wall. In between, it was in left center field in the gap. This game's going by pretty fast so far tonight. Entering the top of the 6th inning upcoming, it will be number 3, 4, and 5 batters due up. Trey Morgan, Gavin Dugas, Cade Bellozo. Bellozo, so far, he gets the game ball. He's got the lone RBI of the game. He's a perfect 2 for 2 for LSU. Bobby Ahuna, if Tennessee wins this game, you can credit him for a big way today. He's 2 for 3 by Bobby Ahuna, so he's the lone multi-hit player for Tennessee today. But yeah, just indicated by the score, 1-0. You can completely tell this game's been a pitcher's gem, and that's exactly what it's been tonight. Nate Ackenhausen for LSU, 5 complete innings so far, 78 pitches, 47 of those pitches strikes. He struck out 5, he's walked 0, surrendering just 4 total hits. On the other side for Tennessee, same thing, 78 pitches thrown, 52 of those pitches strikes by Drew Beam. He struck out 9 total batters, 1 walk. And would you believe it, that walk that he surrendered to the leadoff batter happened to be the lone run scored. The first batter of the game with Dylan Cruz, he walked. So 5 innings through, he's also allowed 4 hits tonight by Drew Beam. So excellent game by both of these pitchers tonight on the mound, combining for 14 strikeouts to just 1 walk combined. Breaking ball. Sent on the ground, it will go foul. The count now quickly 0-2. To the batter, Trey Morgan. Pitch number 82 upcoming. Drew Beam delivers. Morgan goes opposite field. Down the left field line. That's fair to quarter. Hits the 335 part of the fence of the wall. Rounding first on the second. And that will result in a stand-up double to lead off the inning for LSU with Trey Morgan. Solid start to this inning here for the Tigers. That's a great piece of hitting. Opposite field. Perfect on the spot. And what was even better to stretch that out to the double, he put it exactly in the quarter. But also, the ball went off the fence. And then once it hit the fence, it went to... As this will be a bunt. This gets dropped down in fair territory. Throw across the diamond. Oh, it's offline. First error charge for Tennessee of the game. And now result another run for LSU. The throw across the diamond off the bunt. That was a beauty of a bunt right there. Gavin Dugas with the RBI, scoring Trey Morgan from second to home as he laid down the bunt down the third base line. Coming in to throw across the body, Zach Denton, his throw off the line to the first baseman, Blake Burke of Tennessee, as it was well wide. Burke couldn't stretch it off his glove as he was playing the inside part of the bag and not the outside part of the bag, and that ball went to the outside part towards the runner's area. That throw off the line with an E5 charge to Zane Denton. So now the score 2-0 LSU. That's just an amazing bunt. Down the third baseline. Absolute beauty of a bunt right there. And Tennessee will have a mound visit. And we'll see if this is it for Drew Beam tonight. 83rd pitch he just threw on the mound for Drew Beam. 9 strikeouts. 1 walk. Pitcher's gem of the game. Just 2 runs surrender, but they need something from their offense, and they haven't been able to get any sort of a scoring punch today for Tennessee, leaving 5 runners left stranded today. So they will keep the pitcher in the game for now. Drew Beam will keep on pitching. No outs at the top of the 6th inning. This will bring up Cade Bellozo. 2 singles with an RBI. 5th in the order for the designated hitter, finding success in today's game. .319 batting average with 14 total home runs. Bellozo looking to get a hold of one here. Beam from the stretch delivers. Breaking ball. Missing the mark outside for ball 1. Pitch number 85 by Beam. Breaking ball inside and low. Great stop of the catcher, Cal Stark, to prevent a wild pitch, and the count now 2-0. So yeah, back to that first double that they had for LSU. The great part about it was it went all the way to the left field quarter of the wall. It went right off the fence, at the left field fence, and then it went back to the warning track, and the ball just stopped at the warning track. After it went off the fence, it just put itself right in the warning track dirt, and it just stopped right there in the dirt. So it wasn't like bouncing around where an outfielder had a chance to like field the ball after it was like bouncing around, where the fielder had like momentum. He had to go and crouch down, pick it up, as it was just stuck in the dirt after it bounced out on the wall at the warning track. That's ball number 4. That's a 4-pitch walk surrender to Cade Bellozo, just pitching around. Cade Bellozo, who's had incredible success in this game. That's now 2 runners on the base paths here for LSU. Hey, thanks so much for the update there, Jeffrey. Yeah, what a turnaround Red Sox have been having lately. Hopefully they keep it going, man. This brings up Jordan Thompson, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Thompson squares the bunt. Beam from the stretch. And he'll go with a pickoff back to second. Towing off the rubber and back. Standing up safely is the base runner, Gavin Dugas. So Dugas, the base runner on second. Cade Bellozo, the base runner on first. Still searching for their first out of the inning. Squares the bunt. Pop fly on the bunt. It's caught by the pitcher, Drew Beam. The runners retreat back to the base paths. So once again for LSU, worst case scenario that you could have for a batter. Flying out on a bunt. Flew out to the pitcher. And the barrel of the bat just gets underneath the pitch. I mean, you gotta square it up properly in order to hit it in the ground. We saw earlier an RBI happening from that. It was Gavin Dugas with a beauty of a bunt down the third base line, which resulted in a throwing error. But right there, you just got the barrel of the bat underneath the ball as it was thrown. First pitch here, the breaking ball taken for strike number 1 by Braden Jobert. Jobert batting 7th in the order. 90th pitch of the game. Ground ball right side of the infield. Tennessee will field it. Tag the bag at first for the fielder's choice. Runners advance in the diamond over to second and third. Blake Burke with the putout, though, for the first baseman. And this will bring up Alex Milazzo, the catcher. He's up 8th in the order for LSU. Feel free to join back in tomorrow. I hope to cover as well tomorrow night's game. The winner of this matchup will face Wake Forest, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Also, feel free to join in on Thursday night. I hope to cover the first round of the NBA draft with my live reactions. Thursday night, first 30 picks of the NBA draft, so feel free to join in if you guys would like for that one. 2 outs now. Tennessee about to make a bullpen change. 90 pitches thrown by Drew Beam tonight. Great job on the mound by Drew Beam. He'll get substituted out, though. This was Drew Beam's numbers tonight as he comes out of the game. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks allowed, 2 earned runs he surrendered, giving up 6 hits. He threw 90 pitches tonight, 60 of those pitches strikes by Drew Beam. But the offense, nothing to show for. Not helping out Drew Beam, the pitcher, to factor in the... At least there'll be a no decision for Drew Beam today out. At best for Drew Beam. So at best there'll be a no decision, but if they can't score runs, it's looking like a loss in this game if it stays 2-0 on the mound, to result in a loss for Drew Beam's record today, because poor Tennessee just hasn't been able to generate any sort of offense in this game. LSU, on the other hand, scored a run at the top of the first inning off it was the leadoff batter, Dylan Cruz, walked, and then Cade Bellozo had an RBI double, scoring Dylan Cruz at the top of the first inning, and then able to strike through once again at the top of the sixth. Ball that got hit to the outfield fence in the left field down the line. That was by Trey Morgan to lead off the inning. He got a stand-up double to lead off the inning, and then it was Gavin Dugas who sent a bunt directly down the third base line with a wild throw by Zane Denton, the third baseman. It was offline, heading towards first base, charged an error, and the run scored from that. So that's how we've generated the runs so far tonight in this game. So it's been an absolute pitcher's gem between these two teams. So Drew Beam responsible for the 2 runners on the base paths currently. 90 pitches he threw tonight, struck out 9. Runners on first and second and third responsible from Drew Beam, the previous pitcher. An all SEC World Series is possible. So yeah, whoever wins this game will face Wake Forest. They would have to beat Wake Forest twice because Wake Forest is yet to lose. And then Florida would have to win their part of the bracket for Florida. So it's Florida against TCU. So Florida would have to win at least one more game to get to the College World Series championship over the weekend. And then it's a little bit trickier for these two teams because they have to win 2 in a row against Wake Forest, because Wake Forest is undefeated and these teams have a loss. 1 pitch, fastball missing outside, 96 miles per hour for ball 1. The new pitcher on the mound, this is number 33. A.J. Russell in his first season in relief right now. Just hit 96 in the fastball, missing down right there on the changeup at 84 with the count going 2-1. Two-one pitch by Russell to Milazzo. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and the fastball at 94. Looking to just get out of a jam right here for Tennessee with 2 outs, 2 runners in the base paths at second and third. Russell with a 2-2 pitch, outside, fastball missing, and 96 in the count now full. This is a big spot for a relief pitcher, especially a freshman. The stakes of this game in the College World Series with 2 runners in scoring position. A.J. Russell, the 3-2 pitch, swung on the right side. That will go foul towards the crowd. Just looking to get out of this inning here for Tennessee. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Milazzo. A high fly ball drifting back. It will go foul. This is drawing up the pitch count, though. 7 pitches right here to the first batter that he's faced so far. Tennessee looking to close it out with a strikeout. Full counts. LSU looking to keep the inning alive to tack on some more runs. 3-2 pitch. High fly ball. Stays in the infield. Right side of the infield. Caught right down the first base line. And that's caught by Blake Burke, the first baseman, for the outs. 2 runners left stranded for LSU, but 1 more run able to score at the top of the 6th inning, resulting in a pitcher substitution through this inning as LSU leads elimination game of the College World Series for a spot to take on the Wake Forest tomorrow night. Yeah, that's pretty cool there, Jeffrey. So one of the channels that he follows lives 30 minutes from the College World Series. That's awesome. If you guys are new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys are new on the channel right now. I believe Nate Ackenhausen, the pitcher for LSU, will keep on going. Right now, he struck out 5. He's walked 0. He's pitched 78 total pitches today by Ackenhausen. The pitcher on the mound previously for Tennessee, starting off the game, went 90 total pitches. Tennessee will have the 3, 4, and 5 batters due up. This is the heart of their order. They got to get something here offensively in order to keep them in the game, and this is the telltale inning right now when they've got the 3, 4, and 5 guys up. If they get held scoreless through this inning, then it's going to be tough sledding, because after the 3, 4, and 5 batters, you're looking at the next 4 hitters in a row at 6, 7, 8, and 9, all batting 280, 281 or fewer. And this is the heart of the order right here. Jared Dickey, 326, leading the team in batting average. Griffin Merritt, 314, the top home run leader this season for Tennessee. And then Christian Moore at 302. So we come back to action. First pitch dialed in. Taken for strike number 1 to Jared Dickey. Dickey at 0 for 2 tonight. Nate Ackenhausen still on the mound. 0-1 pitch. Dickey, fly ball. Goes back behind home plate, off the screen, goes foul. Ackenhausen from the stretch to 0-2 pitch, ground ball right side, again foul. So Dickey keeps it alive right now. LSU properly wearing their sunglasses out in the outfield. That's something that Wake Forest did not do yesterday, as they trailed 2-0 as the left fielder misplayed the ball because of the sun early on in that game yesterday. Check swing did not go through the zone on the pitch down and away for ball 1. Pitch number 83 upcoming, the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. What a spot right there in a breaking ball by Nate Ackenhausen as it grazes the letters. Strikeout number 6 of the night tonight for Ackenhausen. That's a great spot. It just freezes up the batter. Jared Dickey just looked at that pitch whiz by. Just nothing to offer right there. Home plate umpire starting to stretch out the strike zone. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ackenhausen fans Griffin Merritt on the first pitch. 2 pitchers warming up in the bullpen for LSU. Caught strike 2 in the zone of the fastball at 91. Getting into a tremendous rhythm right now by Ackenhausen to the heart of the order. Looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Ackenhausen checks the signal. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side of the infield. Fielded by the shortstop. Turned across the diamond. The putouts recorded by Jordan Thompson at short for LSU. 2 quick outs, retiring the 3 and the 4 batters in the lineup. LSU is looking for that rematch tomorrow night. Looking to take on the Wake Forest once again. LSU's got a couple players warming up in the bullpen. I believe it was Garrett Edwards, number 43, and then number 49, Javen Coleman. First pitch here taken for ball 1 for Tennessee. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, left side, that will drift foul. So this is the number 5 hitter in the order, Christian Moore. He is 0 for 2 today by Moore. One pitch to Moore. High fly ball goes back behind home plate towards the dugouts. And that will go foul. Tennessee just still struggling to generate any sort of offense today. LSU 3-1 this season against Tennessee, entering their 5th matchup. It was an LSU victory on Saturday in the first game of the College World Series, 6-3. These teams, of course, SEC teams, no stranger to each other as they played a triple-header out in Baton Rouge back in late March, early April. Freezes the batter, taken for strike number 3 in the zone, and unhappy about the call is Christian Moore as he turned right over to the umpire. Wondering where the spot was for that pitch, but Nate Ackenhausen. 2 batters rung up a 1-2-3 inning, making things very difficult for Tennessee as he just retired the number 3, 4, and 5 batters in a row for Tennessee, the heart of the lineup. 6 innings through tonight. LSU looking for the complete game shutout in this one tonight. They've done it through 6 innings so far. 2-zip to score LSU. That was a cool camera view we got on that last pitch. We had the umpire cam from behind home plate. And we got the camera view from the called strike 3. If you guys are new in the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Our winner of this game will take on the Wake Forest tomorrow at 7 p.m. I also hope to be back for that one tomorrow night as well. And this will be the number 9, 1, and 2 batters coming up for LSU. Josh Pearson, Dylan Cruz, and Tommy White due up at the top part of the 7th inning here for the Tigers. Longest active Division I streak with Dylan Cruz with 70 games that he has reached on base. He is 3 games behind the top leader in Division I for an active reaching base streak of 73. First pitch taken down in the zone in the fastball for ball 1 by Josh Pearson, the leadoff batter. Pearson at left field today for LSU. Umpire calls time. A.J. Russell, the pitcher on the mound. Yesterday, we saw that happen 3 times. The beach ball getting hit to the outfield by the fans, and the beach ball had to get popped. Yesterday, got put in the back pockets of, it was Dylan Cruz who had it, and his back pocket to center fielder for LSU from yesterday's game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High fly ball hangs in towards foul territory near the infield. Right side, catchable for the out, and it is. Blake Burke records the putout in foul territory as he retires Josh Pearson. So back to the top of the order. Dylan Cruz 1 for 2 today. Also walked and scored the first run of the game at the top of the first inning as they still got a beach ball out there in the stands. The LSU fans playing with it right now. The other beach ball had to get confiscated by one of the grounds crew members that came in and collected the beach ball, and who knows what's going to happen to that, but it looks like it will most likely not go back to the crowd since it went onto the field. Yesterday, a couple times it slowed down the game because of that. First pitch missed the zone, second pitch in there for strike one in the breaking ball. The count now 1-1. 12 pitches thrown so far in the mound by A.J. Russell. Russell with a 1-1 delivers the Cruz. Breaking ball at the letters in there, strike two. From the stretch for Russell. Here's the 1-2 pitch delivered to Cruz. Check swing. He went. Strike three. Blows past the fastball at 94 miles per hour. Has some serious tail right there. The two-seamer. That's the second out of the inning. Recorded for Tennessee. That was a high riser right there. High-level fastball at 94. You could see the tail on that one. This brings up Tommy White now, the batter. White yet to reach base tonight. He struck out twice. Number 2 hitter in the order, struggling in this game where he's 0 for 3 tonight. Russell from the stretch delivers. White takes it inside and a changeup for ball one. One-0 pitch to White. Outside edge of the plate, paints the edge, called strike one. We see him shorted up his stance with 2 strikes. Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw it across the diamond for the putout recorded by Ahuna for Tennessee. 1-2-3 inning there for the Vols. As we enter now the bottom of the 7th inning coming up, Tennessee will see if they can look to get some sort of offense going on to keep their season alive. But right now it's LSU leading 2-0. If you guys are new in the stream, feel free to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys are new to the channel, and hit us up in the chat if you haven't already done so. Feel free to let us know who you guys are rooting for tonight in this game, LSU or Tennessee. It's been an absolute pitcher's gem of a matchup today between these two teams. LSU is looking for their 50th win this season. LSU record of 49-16. Tennessee right now record of 44-21 this season. The winner of this matchup will take on the Wake Forest, which is 2-0 so far in the College World Series. Whoever wins this game in order to advance to the College World Series championship would have to beat Wake Forest twice. So they would need back-to-back wins against Wake Forest in order to do so, because both of these teams are the 1 loss total so far. Tomorrow night, the winner of this game will take on the Wake Forest at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then if that team is able to beat Wake Forest, they will force another game if necessary on Thursday. So Tennessee looking for some sort of offense here for them. Still on the mound is Nate Ackenhausen. He has just thrown his 91st pitch of the game. That pitch in the zone, taken for strike one. Blake Burke, the batter. 6, 7, 8 batters due up this inning. Burke. Oh, he got hit. Second hit batter of the game now by Nate Ackenhausen. This gets Blake Burke in the left elbow, and looks like LSU will make a pitching change here. What cost LSU? Okay, so the GM of LSU, the head coach of LSU, is actually going onto the field talking about the umpire. He thought that Burke went through a swinging motion right there. It looks like Burke was able to hold the bat back enough, though. So Burke was able to hold the bat enough. I'm kind of shocked that the LSU pitcher Ackenhausen is still on the mound right now, since he hit that batter. In my honest opinion, I would have pulled him out. So LSU is actually going to challenge the call on the field by the umpire. So initial call, hit by pitch. The batter, number 25, going through a little bit of a swinging motion. Looked like he had held back his swing on the replay, though. So that's what it looks like. He had held back his check swing on the replay, but he did get hit by the pitch in the left elbow. And the field umpires are looking at this call right now. So critical call on the field right now at this moment. But based on what I saw, this should stand coming up. And it will. So call has been confirmed. It will stand. The base runner for Tennessee now on first with no outs. And the pitcher for LSU is still on the mound. So Nate Ackenhausen still on the mound for now. But LSU, their head coach will come out, and we'll see if this is enough to warrant a bullpen change right now. And it will be. So LSU will have a bullpen change coming up. Gonna bring in the big boy onto the mound. Number 38, Riley Cooper. Standing at 6'2", 270 pounds. Coming onto the mound, a lefty from Fresno, California. As he will make the relief appearance coming up in the game as we cut to a media break. Pitching change here for LSU. So they'll go with their relief pitcher, Riley Cooper, number 38 for the junior. Coming up onto the mound with no outs, one runner on board at the bottom of the 7th inning. And thanks all for joining in, being a part in the stream tonight. If you're enjoying the stream out there, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. Majority of the content I usually cover is play-by-play of basketball games, but throughout the off-season, I do cover other sports from time to time for special live streams. And by the way, this is my first time covering the College World Series this weekend. Yesterday was the first game I've covered at the College World Series. But majority of content's usually like 99% basketball for play-by-play live streams, either NBA or college basketball games. But in the off-season, I do cover other sports like baseball, NFL. Hoping to cover NFL when it comes on in August once again with some of the preseason stuff. I did the Little League World Series a couple of years ago, and that was a highly successful special live streams that we had for the Little League World Series. So I'm hoping to do some more, hopefully this August for the Little League World Series as well, because that was super successful a few years ago too. Riley Cooper, 29th appearance this season on the mound, 4.89 earned run average during 53 1/3 innings pitched. 56 strikeouts to only 17 total walks by Cooper. Riley Cooper, 270 total pounds. He'll pitch from the stretch here for the left-handed pitcher. Cooper will meet Zane Denton, the batter. From the stretch, first pitch by Cooper. Taken just above the letters for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High fly ball right side. It will go foul. LSU right now just trying to get themselves out of this jam. One pitch, ground ball left side of the infield, diving play, underthrowing the second to throw the first, not in time, but into a fielder's choice. Jordan Thompson records the out on the 6-4 fielder's choice. Yeah, I heard about that. So Kyle Kuzma declining his player option. Yeah, too bad for Washington. They're looking like a complete mess for next year right now. I think Porzingis is probably going to be traded as well for Porzingis. The three best players of Washington not in Washington for next year. One runner on first, one out. Breaking ball missing down in the zone for ball one. This is Christian Scott, who's number 8 in the order. He struck out once today, 0 for 2 batting. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Again missing down. So he's trying to work that slider for Riley Cooper in the mound. It just keeps on missing down right now in the zone for him. Let's see if he can start to bring it up. 2-0 pitch. There's the fastball, battles back just above the knees, taken for strike one. Kind of shocked compared to his size that he's only hitting like 91 on his fastball. Seems like it could be like 95, 96 by how he looks. That's a great pitch right there. Outside edge of the plate, fastball, battles back in the count. It's 2-2. That's like an unhittable pitch. You have to go opposite field for that one if you're the batter. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cooper rings up Christian Scott, the batter. And now 2 outs recorded by LSU. And this should be a must out here for the Tigers. You have the number 9 batter in the order. Actually, they'll go with a pinch hitter. So Cal Stark, who is batting just 180 this season, gets substituted out. And they'll go with a pinch batter, number 46, Dylan Drailing. First time to bat today, batting .295 this season. Hey, what's good, Joanne? Welcome back in the stream. Wow, big spot for Dylan Drailing. He is a freshman from Hays, Kansas. .5'11", 197 pounds for Drailing as he will step in the box. Big spot here for a freshman. massive here if he's able to like draw a walk, because he's one of like the smaller players. So if the pitcher for LSU can't find the zone against him, then that's a big benefit for Tennessee in this pinch hit situation. But right now, falling down in the count as the first pitch gets sent back foul. Cooper with a 0-1 pitch. Slider missing outside as the count goes 1-1. Hey, Red Sox looking good. Thanks for the update there, Jeffrey. One pitch. High and outside just by inches. Cooper looking for a strike there, but the home plate umpire said no, just outside the zone. Here's the 2-1. Missing upstairs. The count now 3-1. So yeah, this could benefit in a walk. Pinch hit situation. Not finding the strike zone right now for Riley Cooper. He's got to get back in the strike zone. You got Maui Ahuna, who's on deck right now for Tennessee. The 3-1 pitch. Missing upstairs. That's a 5-pitch walk. First and second now. Look at that. The walk paid off after 1 strike. Able to battle back, and 4 straight balls taken in a row for Tennessee. That's critical. And this brings up Maui Ahuna, the player of the game for Tennessee. 2 for 3 with a single and a double. And he is up right now, trying to see if Tennessee can generate runs across the board. Ahuna, swing and a miss, strike 1. Fastball 91, blown right past the bat of Ahuna by Riley Cooper on the mound, the pitcher. Looking to get out of a jam here for LSU. Tennessee has left 5 runners stranded. LSU has left 6 runners stranded. 0-1 pitch, ground ball right side towards the second baseman. Bobbled. Oh, he misplayed it to throw to first. Not in time. It's bases juiced. Tennessee breeds for another moment. They live to play another batter right now as the bases are loaded for the first time in the game. That is an E4 charge to Gavin Dugas. Field the ball before thinking throw. That's always the key. And Dugas just bobbled it in and out of his glove. He went as he was thinking throw, going all the way into the throwing motion before he had even thought about fielding that ball. On a routine ground ball to second, he just bobbles it. And LSU will come in for a mound visit right now and talk things over. The biggest spot of the game in the College World Series in an elimination matchup. Bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs. Bases loaded. It will bring up Hunter Ensley, who's got hit by a pitch today. He is 0 for 2 in his at-bats. Has gone on first once, being hit by a pitch. Hunter Ensley comes up to the plate, 31 RBIs this season, 7 home runs. Right-handed batter to Riley Cooper, the left-handed pitcher. 15 pitches thrown by Cooper. The first pitch. Breaking ball. Taken outside for ball 1. Tennessee looking for their first runs of the night. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Down and away on the changeup at 78. One pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Outside edge of the plate. Got him towards the other batter's box, trying to lean towards the outside edge. Whiffing on that pitch. The count could have been 3-0 right now if he had chosen not to swing the bat on the previous 2 pitches by Ensley. 1-2 pitch missing down. The count goes 2-2. This will be pitch number 20 in the mound by Riley Cooper. Hunter Ensley, the batter. Here's the 2-2 pitch, delivers. Missing down and away, bouncing in the dirt. Off the catcher, Malozzo. Great stop there, and the count's now full. Here we go, everybody. Bottom of the 7th inning. Bases loaded. 3-2 count. Tennessee searching for runs right here. Cooper from the stretch. Pitch number 21 coming up to Ensley. He delivers. Ground ball shoots off the bat right side of the infield to the first baseman. Tags the bag for the outs. Trey Morgan able to tag the bag as that's 3 runners left stranded for Tennessee in the base paths. 7 innings through the books. LSU shutting out Tennessee 2-0. What a game tonight between these two teams, an elimination matchup to keep themselves alive in the College World Series. Tennessee's had the opportunities, just hasn't been able to come across the board to score a run tonight in this game. Eight runners now left stranded for the Vols. If you're new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well as we enter now the top of the 8th inning of action coming up in what's been a phenomenal matchup all throughout the course of tonight. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 batters due up for LSU. Trey Morgan, Gavin Dugas, and Cade Bellozo. Trey Morgan 2 for 3, Gavin Dugas 1 for 3, and Cade Bellozo 2 for 2. They've had success in the order today for the 3, 4, and 5 batters for LSU. What a game right now between these two teams as we enter the top of the 8th inning. And a new pitcher on the mound for Tennessee, 6'3" sophomore Aaron Combs, making his 26th appearance this season on the mound, 2.57 earned run average through 21 innings, striking out 39 batters and allowing just 7 total walks. Aaron Combs will pitch to Trey Morgan, now the batter up for LSU. First pitch to Morgan. In the zone, taken for strike 1 on the outside edge of the plate. Logan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Logan going LSU tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys got in this game. Breaking ball drills the batter. So Trey Morgan now on first base for LSU. Gets hit by a pitch by Aaron Combs in the second pitch that he has thrown today. So rough start here for Tennessee. Here's the first pitch to Gavin Dugas. Squares the bunt. Oh, it hits him! Up near the helmet areas. That drills Gavin Dugas, the batter. That's back-to-back hit batters by Aaron Combs in the mound for Tennessee. Drilled him completely near the head area. Squared the bunt. That was close. It got the upper left chest area, very, very close to the chin. Like upper left chest towards the shoulder area. Getting close to the head area right there. Very, very close. 3 pitches thrown, 2 hit batters. by Aaron Combs in the mound for Tennessee. Couldn't ask for more of a disastrous start here to start off the top of the 8th inning for the Vols. This brings up Cade Bellozo, who, by the way, is perfect today. 2 for 2 by Bellozo, hitting .319, and he's been the key in this game. He had the RBI at the top of the 1st inning, and he also walked his last time up. They pitched around on him 4 straight balls, so he's got on board twice, a single, a double. First RBI tonight by Bellozo, and now they have to have a mound visit for Tennessee to see how they'll pitch to Bellozo. First of all, you gotta get the ball in the strike zone if you're Aaron Combs. And is this gonna be it for him? That's pretty embarrassing if it is. 3 pitches, recording 0 outs, 2 runners on the base paths. Yeah. Oh, yikes. That's a bad ERA right there. That's an infinite number by that rate. Oh, goodness. Pitching substitution for Tennessee. Couldn't even record an out. And Aaron Combs, after 3 pitches, has to get substituted out. So number 19 for Tennessee comes into the game in relief. It will be Seth Halvorsen, who come onto the mound now for Tennessee. So if you guys are new to the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. In Tennessee, tough sledding right now with two runners on the base paths already and no outs. Hey, what's good? Welcome in that part to the stream. Tennessee in the last inning offensively left the bases loaded. Their offense has gone just 4 for 25. They've struck you out 8 times so far this game. The starting pitcher did everything possible. He went 5 2/3 innings with Drew Beam. He struck out 9 batters. Allowed 2 earned runs, but just nothing to generate for the offense today. Looks like by this rate, they're going to get shut out. And they just haven't been able to hit anything well in this game. They had a chance in the last inning and couldn't come through to score a run. So this will be Jordan Thompson, the batter, coming up after Cade Bellozo. So Cade Bellozo will hit first. So Cade Bellozo, 5, 6, and 7 batters due up. Cade Bellozo, Jordan Thompson, Braden Jobert. And Cade Bellozo is a perfect 2 for 2 today. So left-handed batter Bellozo to a right-handed pitcher now with Seth Halvorsen. First pitch driven by Bellozo. High fly ball, left field side. It will hang up in the park, though, for the out. Recorded by Jared Dickey out in left field for Tennessee. The runners stay put at first and second. 1 pitch, 1 out, and the fly out recorded at left field. So Bellozo retired on 1 pitch. And now this will bring up Jordan Thompson to the plate for the shortstop, 0 for 3 today batting. First pitch by Halvorsen in the zone, outside edge, taken for strike 1. Just looking to get out of a jam here for Tennessee. Missing outside. Once again, going breaking ball at 85. It's 1-1 now to count. Halvorsen with a 1-1 pitch. Thompson ropes it right down the left field line. Just foul by inches. Great shot right there. Just couldn't put it fair. Very, very close. If that did bounce fair, that would have brought in, depending on if it was able to go to the corner, it could have brought in 2 if it had gone completely fair. Very close with a count now 1-2. Tennessee will go back to a mound visit here. Once again, they'll talk things over. The pitching coach has to come out for Tennessee right now as the infield gets brought into the mounds. Tennessee looking for a ground ball that they can get up the middle to turn 2. That would be best case scenario for them. LSU just looking for more insurance runs at this rate of the game, though. Wow, Red Sox doing well, man. 4-0. Thanks for the update there, Jeffrey. You gotta be serious. Tennessee makes another pitching change. This is the 3rd pitcher of the inning for Tennessee, and they've only combined for just 1 out recorded. So Tennessee brings in a pitcher when the count is 1-2, with 1 out, 2 runners in the base paths at the top of the 8th inning. Seth Halvorsen just threw a total of 4 pitches. So this inning has taken like 15 plus minutes by Tennessee to record 1 out, make 2 pitching changes, and pitch a grand total of 7 pitches. Now on to their 3rd pitcher this inning. So this will bring up Camden Sewell on the mound, number 16 for the senior from Cleveland, Tennessee. This is appearance number 15 this season. 4-0 record, 4.12 earned run average, 24 innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, 13 walks allowed. Fifth different pitcher to game, 3rd different pitcher this inning for Tennessee. Tennessee's pitchers have only combined for 7 total pitches in this inning. It's wild. 7 pitches total. 3 by the first pitcher of the inning, Aaron Combs. He hit 2 batters. That's how both of the runners are on first and second. Seth Halvorsen just pitched 4 pitches, and he got removed in the middle of a 1-2 count. So here's Camden Sewell, they'll go from a right-handed pitcher to a left-handed pitcher in this instance. And they'll face Jared Dickey on a Hunter Ensley he'll face. So Hunter Ensley is still yet. Jordan Thompson. Jordan Thompson, number 4. Jordan Thompson, number 4, will get his at-bat here at a 1-2. So Jordan Thompson on the 1-2. 1-2 pitch. The slider gets put right side foul. The count stays 1-2. Hey, I'll see you back for the draft on Thursday, Alex. By the way, Tennessee with their batters up next inning are 3, 4, and 5. Dickey, Merritt, and Moore. 1-2 pitch. This ball gets driven left side. It will go in the corner, just foul. Wow, there's been some close calls right now. LSU looking to tack on some more runs, and they've been pretty darn close for the last couple of spots that they've put it into. So that's followed by about a foot or two. Sewell from the stretch to 1-2 to Thompson. Taken for ball 2. That looked like a pretty solid pitch right there, but just missing the mark. Outside edge of the plate at the knees, but did not get the benefit of the umpire to ring him up. From the stretch for Sewell. Here's the 2-2 pitch delivers. Thompson ground ball. Off to the shortstop, looking to turn 2 for Tennessee. They bobbled it. It will be a fielder's choice recorded on an out at second. The second baseman, Christian Moore, lost the ball according to the field umpire on the transfer. So a fielder's choice at second. Maui Ohuna with the underhand over to Moore, which tagged the bag, and then he transferred it over to his throwing hand, and then he lost it on the transfer. The ball slipped from his throwing hand. So 2 outs now with runners on the corners, first and third. This inning should have been taken care of for Tennessee, but LSU with a chance to see if they can put some more runs on the board right now. LSU, the head coach at LSU came out to the field to talk things over about the umpire, but it was indeed Loston on the transfer for the second baseman with a fielder's choice at second. First pitch taken outside, and the breaking ball for ball 1. This is Braden Jobert, 7th in the order. Hey, Braden, welcome in, man. Looking for a home run to come up soon. Hey, thanks so much, Logan. Appreciate it. 1-0 pitch to Jobert. Oh, it hits him. That's the third hit batter of the inning by Tennessee with their pitching staff. So bases are loaded right now. On the breaking ball that got the knee. So that was the right knee in the box of Jobert off the break as it hit it. So now we got bases loaded. Big spot here for LSU to see if they can add in some more insurance runs. And it's a wild pitch. Down and away past the catcher. The run advances to home. It's a score. Trey Morgan from third to home on a wild pitch. LSU leads 3-0. This has just been an absolute nightmare of an inning for Tennessee with their pitchers. Seen 3 different pitchers on the mound this inning. 3 hit batters and now a wild pitch. Second and third now. Ground ball. Slow chopper right back to the pitching mound. The throw to first and the put out recorded by Camden Sewell for the final out of the inning for Tennessee. One more run came across, though, for LSU. These Tennessee pitchers cannot get their control right in this game. 3 hit batters, 3 different pitchers in the inning. In a wild pitch, resulting in a run scored from third to home. And now these guys are expected to get the bats going when their defense was on the field for like a half an hour elapsed time. And they're expected to get the bats going. And if they can't get it going this inning, the game's done. Because they got coming up the number 3, 4, and 5 batters. If these guys get shut out like they did at the top of the 6th inning, or at the bottom of the 6th inning, it's over. Because there's been very little production in the bottom part of the order tonight from Tennessee. So coming up, bottom part of the 8th here as LSU leads 3-0, looking for the rematch against Wake Forest tomorrow night. Feel free to join me on the call for that one tomorrow. I hope to be back tomorrow night covering the winner of this game to take on the Wake Forest 7 p.m. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe in the channel. Majority of content I usually covers basketball, play-by-play, NBA, college hoops, but in the off-season I do cover special live streams of other sports, like tonight with the College World Series. Special live streams in the off-season I've covered before include baseball, NFL I've done quite a bit as well, and other sports I've thrown in there from time to time. Probably going to be more so baseball and NFL, though, in the off-season. Looks like we got another beach ball to stop play here in the field. That was an issue yesterday, especially early on in the game. It seems like the late part of the game tonight, we've had that being the issue to stop play for the second time today. Here we go. Riley Cooper back in the mound for LSU. He's a left-handed pitcher. He'll face the number 3 batter, Jared Dickey. First pitch to Dickey, breaking ball. Down and away for ball 1, taken at 75 miles per hour. Cooper with a 1-0 pitch. In the zone, taken for strike 1, the fastball 90. Cooper from the windup, the 1-1 delivers. Swing on, left side, goes foul. So now ahead of the count by Riley Cooper. This will be his 25th pitch of the game for Cooper. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Dickey lines it. As it goes down the third base line, that drops in fair for a base hit single. Great piece of opposite field hitting there for Tennessee to begin the inning with Jared Dickey. First hit of the game tonight, leading the team with a .328 batting average, and he is now 1 for 4 today. Taking that ball, slicing it opposite field down the line. Tennessee looking to complete their shutout. 6 outs away from doing so. Griffin Merritt, the number 4 batter in the order, takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Cooper with a 1-0. Merritt swinging the miss, strike 1. Fastball up there in the zone. Merritt had a home run swing to go along with that, but could not contact it. Paxton King now in the right field in place of Braden Jobert for LSU. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball off to the shortstop. Looking to turn 2 for LSU. They will. 6-4-3 double play for the Tigers with 2 quick outs this inning. Seen that a couple of times tonight for LSU. Able to turn 2 in the middle infield. Jordan Thompson, Gavin Dugas, and Trey Morgan. This pitch gets swung on. This is going deep back off the first crank of the bat. Goes all the way to the wall at the 375 logo. That is a first pitch stand-up double with 2 outs by Tennessee with Christian Morse. He sends it all the way. Bouncing to the outfield wall. Dylan Cruz, perfect position off the angle to get that ball and then just limited him to a double. That was it. If that ball takes a weird bounce or you get to it in an awkward angle, you're looking at a 3 bag instead of a 2. First pitch missing down and away here to Blake Burke, the batter. 1-0, ground ball, slow roller, right side of the infield, fielded by the second baseman, thrown across the body to first, and the putout recorded by Dugas, the second baseman for LSU. One runner left stranded to close out the inning. LSU securing the shutout right now. Through 8 innings for their defense, they lead 3-0 as we enter now the top of the 9th. Tennessee down to 3 outs left to go. LSU looking for some more insurance runs before they wrap it up tonight. It will be a rematch between LSU and Wake Forest unless Tennessee is able to mount a comeback at the bottom of the 9th inning. Yesterday, Wake Forest trailed throughout most of the game. They were down 2-0 through the first 6 innings. They came back. They tied up at 2 at the bottom of the 6th inning, and then they came back and eventually tacked on the game-winning run at the bottom of the 8th to win 3-2. In order to get to the College World Series championship game, LSU would have to win Wake Forest twice in a row. Wake Forest at 2-0 in the College World Series. LSU, with a win today, would be 2-1, and they'd have to beat Wake Forest twice in order to get there to the championship. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well, and appreciate all for joining in, being a part of the stream tonight here on the channel as we enter now top of the 9th inning. Paul Skeens with an absolute gem got the start in Game 1 for LSU. 12 strikeouts, just 1 walk through 7 2/3 innings pitched. His ERA's been below 2 this season, just absolute gem that he's thrown game after game after game this season on the mound. 9 1-2 batters due up for LSU. This will bring up Josh Pearson to lead off the inning, the number 9 batter in the order. Camden Sewell still the pitcher on the mound for Tennessee. First pitch as he misses the mark in the fastball at 88 miles per hour for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Outside edge of the plate again, missing. Count 2-0. Sewell with a 2-0 pitch to Pearson, missing inside in the breaking ball. It's now 3-0. Last inning, he hit one of the batters in the breaking ball, broke too far inside and hit the knee of an LSU batter. Now down in the count for Tennessee. 3-0 pitch. In the zone, taken for strike 1. Sewell with a 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2, outside edge of the plate. Great spot to put that in for Camden Sewell to battle right back in the count right now. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Missing down in the breaking ball. It's ball 4. That's a well-fought 6-pitch walk by Josh Pearson, the number 9 batter in the order for LSU. Pearson on first now. This will bring up the leadoff hitter, Dylan Cruz. First in the order, leading the team with a .426 batting average. On-base percentage above .570 this season. High fly ball off the bat of Cruz in foul territory. Above the LSU dugout, it will go foul. Sewell from the stretch. The 0-1 pitch delivers to Cruz. In the zone, taken for strike 2. Cruz looking to get something going here. 1 for 3 today by Cruz. Sewell, the 0-2 pitch delivers. Outside, misses the mark to Cruz with a count now 1-2. Camden Sewell in relief right now. 20 pitches thrown. 5th different pitcher Tennessee has used in this game. He was the 3rd pitcher used last inning. Here's the 1-2. Sewell gets a hold of it. High fly ball right field going down the line. Is that deep enough? It is over. Into the bullpen for a 2-run home run by Dylan Cruz of LSU. 5-0 now for the Tigers. .357 feet total for the distance by Cruz. To the right field bullpen it went. What a game by the Tigers tonight. Great job to get a hold of that one. Hang back on the off-speed pitch and take it opposite field by Dylan Cruz. LSU looking to tack on the board. Swing and a miss, strike 2 now to Tommy White, the batter. Tommy White yet to score today. He's trying to get in on the action. 0-2 pitch, missing high and outside. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him down and away from the plate right there as he was lunging towards it in the batter's box. As that's strike 3. And Tennessee, are they going to go with a pitching change here, or what are they going to do? Because right now, they're in no man's land in this game. Down to their final 3 outs, 25 pitches thrown by Camden Sewell, and I guess that's his limit. So that's his limit tonight for Camden Sewell is 25 total pitches, so they're going to have to substitute him out. So another pitching change on the mound. This will bring up the 6th different pitcher tonight by Tennessee to come in. Kirby Connell, number 35, will substitute into the game now for Tennessee with 1 out, top of the 9th inning. Hey, what's good, Jada? Welcome in. Things going pretty well. Solid game today by Tennessee, or for LSU in this one, holding Tennessee to no runs throughout this entire game. There's been 9 players left in the base paths for Tennessee today. They had 1 inning where they had bases loaded and just couldn't get anything. Just been nothing generated from their offense today in this game. Maui Ahuna, he had a hit all the way to the outfield wall, but that's basically the only well-hit ball throughout this game tonight for Tennessee. Dylan Cruz with a big home run just a moment ago. Went to the right field bullpen. So Kirby Connell now on the mound for Tennessee. He's only thrown 14 innings, just above 14 innings this season for Kirby Connell. So, yeah, they can sense that their season basically wrapped up. LSU outnumbering Tennessee this season with a 3-1 record against them and looking like it's going to be 4-1 for the Tigers over the Vols this season. Feel free to join me back in tomorrow. I plan on covering LSU against Wake Forest for tomorrow, barring a miracle if Tennessee is able to mount a 5-run comeback at the bottom of the ninth somehow, but they're down to 3 outs left to go. Right now, LSU down to their final 2 outs offensively of the game. This will bring up Trey Morgan to the plate, number 3 hitter in the order. 2 for 3 tonight by Morgan. Single, double, hit by a pitch, 2 runs scored by Morgan. He's got 50 RBIs with 9 home runs. First pitch to Morgan, ground ball right side, backhanded by the first baseman, thrown to the first base where Kirby Condell, the pitcher, covering first base, records the outs. Great range there, and that's the first pitch that he's thrown today in the game by Kirby Condell. That's actually the second baseman he recorded the putout. Was ranging towards his right with Tennessee with Blake Burke. It was Christian Moore who's the one who records the putout. Yes, I have LSU in this one. I think it's going to be difficult to beat Wake Forest twice, though, in a row. That's really tough to do. In terms of pitching, Wake Forest looks pretty good going into tomorrow in terms of pitching. This Tennessee team was toast in pitching. This is their 6th pitcher they've used today. LSU with only 2 today that they've used. 1-0 now to count as that pitch missing outside. Count goes to 2-0 to Gavin Dugas, the batter. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball. It hits Dugas in the box as he's a little bit gimpy. Has to walk it off. Just pitching is just so critical, especially when you go into these NCAA Target College World Series games, because the more wins you get, the better placement you get in terms of your bullpen being in better shape. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, that ball misses. (3-1) breaking ball in there, taken for strike 2. It's going to be 3-2 coming up by Kirby Condell on the mound. He releases the 3-2 to Dugas. Breaking ball. Tags it towards the left side foul. Wow, 10-0. Yeah, thanks for the update there, Jeffrey. Wow, they're getting hot at the right time. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Missing down in the dirt. That's ball 4. Another well-fought walk right there on a full count for LSU. Cade Bellozo having a great game tonight. Will be the next batter up now for the Tigers. Two for 3. Got the first RBI of the game. 2 singles and a walk. Defense really coming along and the pitching at the right time for LSU. First pitch missing outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Bellozo, high fly ball. Shallow outfield left side. It will drop in right down the line. That's a base hit by Bellozo as he will go over to second now with the runners advancing to second and third. High fly ball right there. Able to find Green down the left field line. I think that one got caught up by the wind quite a bit. Just couldn't make a play on that. Number 17 from left field, Jared Dickey, not enough on the range. Yeah, that ball off the bat might have had some tail. As it was looking like the shortstop and the third baseman had an opportunity to play that ball at either one of them, and then the left fielder had to come in, and he got forced to play it down the line. Ground ball left side, and the third baseman, his throw across the diamond, records the putout by Zane Denton to close out the inning. A 2-run jack, though, by Dylan Cruz to up the score 5-0. Tennessee down to their final 3 outs remaining this season. LSU will take on the Wake Forest tomorrow night. Barring a miracle in this matchup, final 3 outs coming up. What's good, Joe? Welcome to the stream. Things going pretty well, man. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Feel free to join back in tomorrow. I hope to be back tomorrow night covering LSU against Wake Forest. Unless Tennessee is able to mount a monster comeback here somehow in the bottom of the 9th inning. Down to their final 3 outs, and this is what it looks like. The 7, 8, and 9 batters for Tennessee, so the odds greatly stacked against them when Zane Denton's gone 0 for 3 today. Christian Scott 0 for 3, and then Charlie Taylor right now is the pinch hitter at the number 9 spot, who is yet to hit so far in the game. Came in for the catcher substitution in place of Cal Stark. So that's what they got. 0 for 6 combined, and then a batter who is yet to face any live pitching in this game for Tennessee. That's the final 3 batters in the lineup due up this inning with 7, 8, and 9 order. Florida's still in, so Florida's 2-0. So Florida keeps on going, has yet to lose. And TCU is taking on Florida, so TCU beat Oral Roberts, so it will be TCU Florida tomorrow in the afternoon game. First pitch taken for strike 1 by Zane Denton. 1 pitch. Denton, fly ball, cranks it, going deep towards the warning track, drifting back. Hangs up, though, at the warning track for the out recorded. In the outfield by Dylan Cruz, the center fielder. That hung up just a little bit too much in the park. Another 10 more feet, and that ball would have been gone to left center field. Two outs away from the rematch for LSU. Wake Forest came back yesterday and won 3-2. Wake Forest, 2 victories in the College World Series, both by 1 run over Stanford and LSU. First pitch taken for strike 1 in the zone by Christian Scott. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missing high by Cooper. That's his 35th pitch of the game in relief. LSU, pretty solid shape in terms of pitching going into tomorrow. They've only used 2 pitchers today. Nate Ackenhausen got the start for LSU, and his first start this season really delivered for him in this game. And Riley Cooper's been able to deliver as well, striking out 1 batter in 2 1/3 innings. Second pitch goes back foul. The third pitch goes back foul. They count out 1-2. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. That gets cranked foul towards the LSU dugout. Oh, sorry to hear that, Joe. Wishing you a speedy recovery, man. 1-2 pitch in the strike zone. Strike number 3 in the breaking ball at 81 miles per hour as Christian Scott sees it. And it's a backwards K rung up by the home plate umpire. LSU 1 out away from the rematch against Wake Forest tomorrow night. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part of the stream. Before I do sign off tonight, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Guys, the real MVPs, the legends in the channel. This will bring up a pinch hitter. Kavari's Tears, now up, number 21 for Tennessee. First pitch he sees, high and inside for ball one. 1-0 pitch to Tears. In the zone, it's strike one. Here's the 1-1. Tears, fly ball. Left field, drifting back towards the warning track. It is caught, though, right before the fence by Josh Pearson for the final out of the game. 5-0 LSU advances. They'll take on the Wake Forest tomorrow night. Feel free to join me back in. I hope to be back for the call for that one tomorrow night as well. As LSU wins tonight, they shut out Tennessee. LSU dominant over Tennessee this season. They improved to 4-1 against the Vols this season through their 5 meetings. The SEC conference opponents, and now the SEC down to 2 teams remaining on the 4 left to play in the College World Series out in Omaha. LSU shuts out Tennessee 5-0 tonight. Solid production by these 3 players. Cade Bellozo, 3 for 4 for LSU. Had the first RBI of the game. Dylan Cruz, he went 2 for 4, and he had a 2-run home run in the top of the 9th inning for LSU to up the score from 3-5. And then Trey Morgan going 2 for 4 tonight. Those were the 3 multi-hit players tonight for the Tigers in this matchup as they win 5-0 over Tennessee. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream tonight on this one here. Before I do wrap up, we're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Sister Surround, TMC, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Tristan, Jess, Ahino, Josa, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Derek, Ice Baby, Michael Ward, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Joe, Roderick, Ronaldo, Didi, Katie, Barco, Chuck, Siegel, Woo Pig, Ian, Oink Oink, Emmanuel, Robin, and Dave. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream tonight for this one. LSU wins 5-0 over Tennessee. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I hope to be back tomorrow night covering Wake Forest against LSU for the rematch, so feel free to stop on by 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night. Thanks so much all for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.